Welcome back. We are kicking tires again today, and what we are searching for is kind of a mid-price range fifth wheel. A good quality fifth wheel, but one that's not $100,000+. So we are at Motorsports Land here in Spanish Fork, Utah, and hopefully we can find something. I think we found that mid-price, mid-profile. It's not a full profile. You can see the curve to the roof. Fifth wheel. This thing is right in that mid-budget price range. Online right now, they have it on sale for $62,000. But let's go around, look at it, see what it has, what it doesn't, all those sort of things, and let you know what we think of it. Right from the start, you can see it's not a full profile. You can see it kind of has that curve to it right there. It also doesn't have a drop frame. These are some of the things that help keep the price down, but it does have like basically every characteristic that you'd really need. It just doesn't have some of the fancy stuff. Starting us out, let's look at our weights. So we have a dry weight of 11,155 pounds. Not very heavy. You're going to get that with that mid-profile. It's not going to be nearly as heavy as a full profile, especially not having the drop frame. It is a 43.5 foot, which kind of throws you off since it's a 35FL. You would think, oh, it's around 35 feet. It's 43.5 feet. This thing's a big trailer, especially for $62,000. Gross vehicle weight rating is 14,115 pounds, so you're getting up into that dually territory. Gross axle weight rating, 6,000 per axle. Another place they kind of saved was on the 6,000 instead of 7,000 or 8,000 pound axles. Your cargo capacity is 2,922. So in a 43 foot trailer, you can fit almost 3,000 pounds worth of gear with you. Overall, not too bad on the weights. Depending on the configuration of your truck, you might be able to do this with a single rear wheel. Up front, for the hitch, it has the Lippert Rhino box. I haven't seen these before. It has a 21,000 pound weight rating. Nice, beautiful front cap. I love that little red Cardinal right there. It really stands out. You do have LEDs on both sides for accent lighting, but I really like the shape and the coloring of that front cap. Down underneath, you do have your levelers here. This does not have a 6-point auto level, it's just a 4-point, but it does have an auto level system, which is still really nice to have. Down under the front is where you have your spare tire. I kind of like that location. It's not going to be getting weathered. Big storage area. Doesn't look like this is generator prepped, but it does have a lot of storage. Does have slam latches though. Coming down the passenger side, you have your front living room slide and your bedroom slide. But then just this big flat panel, no slides here where your kitchen is. It could be really nice to not have slides there because it saves you all the problems that come along with slides. Coming around to the first bay, you have all your battery connections, all that stuff here. You have your auto level here, which isn't a horrible spot because I can still see my pin box. So if you're backing on and whoever's running the controls, they can push the buttons and see the pin box. So not a horrible design there. I kind of like that. Next storage bay, you have your wet bay here with all your water controls, all that sort of stuff. Pretty simple. Access to your front storage. Not huge, but it is giving you a lot of storage. One thing you'll notice on kind of budget priced, you're going to have thinner doors here for the cargo, not the big thick doors, but it does have slam latches, which I do like. Right here you have your on-demand hot water heater, your Suburban furnace. Coming down, it is running Tamarack ST radials. I would say these are a budget tire at best that you'd probably want to throw something different on once you got it. While I'm down here, I'm going to crawl underneath and let's look at these 6,000 pound axles. Okay, I'm liking this. I think Forest River is going away from the traditional underbelly and they're doing this plastic. I saw this on their super high-end river stones and I really liked it. I'm shocked to see it down underneath here. This is by far better than the traditional underbelly. As you can see, really clean underneath, not a whole bunch going on. Here you have your 6,000 pound axles, drum brakes, leaf spring suspension, just kind of standard right here. Not a whole bunch to talk about down underneath, except I do really like this underbelly. Continuing down the passenger side, you have your black tank drain right here and gray tank. You have your bedroom slide, because this is a rear bedroom model. And overall, not a whole bunch of other things going on coming down this side. Now around the back, you don't have a cap or a ladder. Typically, I like crawling up there and seeing what I can see, but I'll try to jump, but I don't think I'm gonna make it. Kara, can you give me a boost? Yeah, all right. Thanks for the boost, hon. Overall, roof looks really nice. I like that it comes with a solar panel up here already. You have your Wi-Fi booster, 2 Furrion air conditioners. Looks pretty dang nice. You can really see that this is a 43 footer once you get up here. Now that Kara tossed me up here though, how am I gonna get back down? Can you catch me? Like on Princess Bride? Like Andre the Giant?
Ready.
Okay, here I come. Parkour. On the back here, without having the back cap, it is pre-wired for a backup camera, and it does have storage right here. The storage is for underneath the closet. Just a nice little area to throw those extra leveling blocks, chairs, all that sort of stuff. And slime latches. Coming down the right-hand side, you do have your big awning right here. I kind of wish it had 2 awnings, maybe one off that slide, but with these budget friendly, you're gonna get 1 awning. Nice big windows. You do have a cable jack, so you can put a TV out here. Nice that they have solid steps on them. Here is your big kitchen slide with, look at that big window to let all that light in right above the dinette. And your other front living slide. Then right down here, you have the rest of your storage. Without having the drop frame, it really limits the size of storage, as you can see. If you had the drop frame right here, you'd have a much bigger storage area. But not being a full profile, you're not gonna get that. Also down here in the storage, you do have your solar charge controls. Then, spots for your propane tanks. 2 little propane tanks in there, but it is big enough room that you could put the next size up a bottle. Now that I've walked you around the outside, Kara's gonna take you on the inside.
Now that Jesse is done with all his shenanigans out here, let's check out this unit on the inside. Right away, walking in this way to the bathroom, accessible with slides, closed, bedroom, and into this great big kitchen. So much room in here. Dining space right there. Spinning around on this side, you've got little mini fridge. Great for beverages right there. Lots of cabinetry here on the bottom. Range right in the middle. Nice sink area. Little drop down countertop there. Kind of different. Upper cabinetry. Taking a look at this. Great big microwave. All right, now let's take a look at this dining side a little more. Big windows, great big fridge, and some extra windows up top. Kind of a nice little feature right there. You got on your roller shades. Woo! Kind of a little bit different there. Just roll them up and down depending on if you want light or no light. Kind of a different shade. All right, heading up top, up into this living. Really nice big area up here as well. Double couch, as well as your recliner. Entertainment center. Lots of storage. I mean, lots of storage. Let me show you. Little flip of the handle, and on the inside, lots of hanging storage in there. This would be great for bedding. If you're living in this, seasonal stuff. Lots of storage. A great little area. Something I like about the front living is you can just control everyone up here and they're out of your way from the kitchen. You can do your thing and not have people, you know, walking around you, walking through you. Let's head back here. Restroom right here.
Occupied.
More of Jesse's shenanigans. Okay, master bedroom. Good closet space. Double closets in here. That could count for your washer dryer as well. This closet, big closet. Lots of hanging space, floor space. Man, you could do totes in here. So much. And on top of all of that, you've got your little dresser as well. Should we take a look, see what's underneath? And full bed storage. Sometimes you only get like a half, but full storage underneath this bed. All right, let's see if Jesse's done with his business in here.
Sorry. You're supposed to knock.
Well, had I known you were in there.
Yeah.
Jesse's giving us the shower test. I mean, you could be 8 feet tall and fit in this shower.
I think this might be the tallest shower in any RV ever.
Oh, by far. Look at that thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Plenty of room. I mean, you do have kind of a cheaper little shower head, but all that's replaceable. But this also works. You don't need some fancy rain, thing, 8 settings. You're camping. Mm-hmm. And this does what you need it to do.
Yes.
That's what I'm really liking about this trailer is it's like none of the bells and whistles of the $200,000 trailer, but this will go everywhere and do everything those will do.
Lots of room for when you're sitting on the throne.
As demonstrated earlier.
Oh, and you can even spread out.
Yeah. It's really nice. Also, you can access the bathroom without the slides out. So you can walk in and use the bathroom when you're out on the road. That's a huge deal for a lot of travelers. Really good design.
Now that Jesse's out of the way, just taking another look in here. Little medicine cabinet. Stash a few things. A little bit of under storage down below. Just a really great functional space. Lots of floor space to hold, your toiletries, a garbage can. A lot of units don't have space around here on the floor to actually put those things in. Doing a little final walkthrough.
impressed with this Forest River Cardinal 35FL. Even though it says it's 35, it's 43. This is a really big, really good priced for the size fifth wheel. I really like this mid profile. You're giving up some of the things that some of the bigger or fancier rigs have, but overall I think this is a very well done, capable fifth wheel. Thank you to Motorsportsland for letting us come and check this out. If you're interested, we'll put a link down below for all their information. They have this listed for $62,000 right now, so pretty good deal for a 43-foot fifth wheel that has all this amenity with a front living room. Comment below what you think of the trailer. Is this more up your alley, or are you still looking at the higher end, you know, dream luxury, or are you down in the travel trailer side? What's your interest? As always, thanks for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell, all that sort of stuff really helps us out, and enjoy your weekend.